So now we're gonna finish taking these bearing races out. They make several different tools, but all the ones I've bought don't quite fit. Either they're too big or too small. So what we have to do is the old-fashioned way. You just use a punch. This little kit. I bought it off the break. Pittsburgh punch set. It's pretty sweet. Nice little bag. Bunch of different sizes. It's pretty sweet. One's been working the best. This one I got here. Probably the past 20 years. Use the old screwdriver. And once the tip starts rounding off, it doesn't grab very good on the edge. And, the screwdriver starts breaking right here. They do make screwdrivers where you could hit that, but punch is usually the best if you can't get those pullers. Hopefully this is the best angle for you. And to get that off the actual hub over there, it's held on by some screws that go directly in there, and there. It's these ones. And you can't just use a regular screwdriver. You have to use a punch type screwdriver. And Harbor Freight tools. My other one was a snap one. I've got 20-some years, but a bit broke. You couldn't get them off. So for comfort, it's helps out a lot. Holding it, not going to hit your hand if you slip. Got bits in it, different types of screws, different vehicles that have that. You don't need it to put them back on. I mean, that's up to you, but I usually just hide it as good as I can. Also does help to get the grease out of the way. It's upside down right now. I've already gotten the other hub done and that bottom bearing race out. This was the larger race. So usually it sits down at the bottom like that and you're trying to hit just on the edge. Go there. Just pretty much go back and forth. You can go all the way around, but I just go back and forth and it slowly works its way out. It's a pressed in fit. And this is how the bearing normally sits in there. It's got a little concave. Just slides right in. Of course, we got new bearings and everything. That's why we're doing this way. Pretty much impossible to find a new hub. If you do, it's really expensive. The hub's actually fine. Just these old bearings and races need to be replaced. So that's cheapest, best bet to do. This is the one that I'm going to take out right now. It's sitting right here. So we're going to get some of this other grease out. It does help so it doesn't keep slipping. Show you what it looks like in there. Try to do this without knocking the camera over. reach in there, get that lip. Just like I was showing you, you don't have that whole lip to grab on. It's about half of it. Just got to get there. Try not to score up the actual hub. There you go, that's that one. He just sat right inside there. Boom. Time for the other one. Thought I already got on that one, but I didn't. Yep, still too much grease in there. Oh yeah, it's a lot better edge to grab right there. Way better. See, the tip's already kind of getting a little mushroomed. See it? Nope. Starts getting like that, usually you want to try to file it. Concrete actually works not too bad. But if it's too much rounded, it's just going to slip right off. Show you what it's supposed to look like. Probably keep it from moving around on me anyways. Screws are in. Hold it for me a little better. You just got to make sure that the bottom side is off the ground. That way the bushing will pop all the way out. For the race, I mean. Nope. There we go. That one's out. Got her. Okay. Nice. Just got to get it all cleaned up, just like I did with the other stuff. I can show you real quick how that one tool works. Just find the right bit. Since you're going to be loosening it, once you hit it, it actually spins. So it goes down. You hit it and it actually spins. about. Anyways, see that it's not actually spinning the screw yet, but you can turn it the direction you're going to want to loosen it. You hold it and you hit it, and that screw will break, come loose, and then you just spin it all the way out. Time to get her cleaned up. Had that other one soaking. Try to loosen up the grime. Got these cleaned up, grease and grime, the inside's nice and shiny and clean. But what does occasionally happen is once you're using the punch and it starts getting a little nasty, it's got a little edge, started mushrooming, it'll start getting the edge. You can see it in there. Sometimes it just gets that edge and makes a high spot. Also, along with that, let's see where I can find it. This one didn't have it. This one was starting to dig in a little bit when I was getting too far, getting too crazy, right there. So it started getting the metal, but don't worry. Just get a little sandpaper, you get in there and sand it down, or you can use a Dremel tool, whatever. But for these high spots that I got, not really easy to just get a sander out. I mean, you could probably use a Dremel too to get those. Those are high spots now, so when that race goes back in, it's not going to go down all the way. And I kind of got it quite a few different spots like that. But you could just take a screwdriver if you don't have something to file it down. Just take it in there, you push really hard and push down, and it'll slowly take that metal back down flat. And you'll see it, and you'll be able just to feel it. Put your finger in there and feel that it's flattened out. After you do that, though, you want to make sure you get those little metal shavings, because once you get the bearings back in, if that gets into the grease, gets in the bearings, it'll start prematurely wearing out your new bearings. You don't want to do all this work again just to replace the bearings. I mean, you don't have to clean all this up like I'm doing. You could have just pulled the bearings out, put new bearings in, left the races in. Sometimes the bearings get so bad that it tears up the races. since I'm doing kind of a resto deal here, there's no point in me just leaving those races in there. Then you'll see that, let's see here, focus, maybe not. There we go. You're getting the little metal shavings off. Those are the high spots. And you'll just be able to go in there and feel whether they're smooth. But yeah, you got those metal shavings. You can get some brake cleaner if you want, sprayed out. Just get a rag. Make sure you get it really good. Where's my brake cleaner at? Give it another wipe. Make sure you don't see any little shards in there, metal shiny shards. And just like brand new. Now those high spots just look a little shinier than the rest of the stuff because that's what metal you scraped off. But looks good. This one has some high spots that I need to get as well. Looking good. Yeah. Rock on.